The hell?
You coming down this tunnel, take a left. We're going to those rooms. And then we're gonna go to that cathedral. And then we're gonna go to the rooms that are between the church. Be careful, it's another death blight one. We're gonna go up and to a left.
Oh my God, I fell in the tunnel.
Just come out. Going straight to the boss.
Oh, got in. The hell, man, come on.
Over here, turn around.
Okay. Oh my God, I fell down. Oh my God.
It's fine, just go around. Come up.
Okay, I'm good. All right.
I'm trying to go to this grace over here. Wait. Oh, you gotta be shitting me. He's another golem. Oh, fucking thank you. God damn, holy shit.
Where you go? Oh, I see. What about leveling up? Shit.
Might not have enough time to make it to the next church.
Okay.
Fuck it. Let's just go to this. Think we should go to the castle?
Uh, you got time? Yeah. Goddamn! I can't get her the fuck up.
Just go around.
This is bullshit. Oh my god. Where you at? Oh my, where you at?
I went to the castle, bruh. I just asked you if you wanted to go to the castle, and you said, yeah, let's see if we have time.
I don't want to play this after this. Where you where you at? I don't see.
I'm down here.
Oh my god.
I don't know how to get up to you.
I'm up there, fuck ass. Let me see where you went. Okay. Are you around us? Oh, you by me? All right.
Here we go. Oh, shit.
Oh god. Oh my god. Oh, god.
You want to try Evergel?
Oh, what you say?
So do you want to try Evergel?
Yeah.
It's hard to tell if it's an Evergel that you've already done.
What?
I said it's hard to tell if it's an Evergel that you've already done.
Do you want to try another church or something? Oh, you can only get
Uh,
6. Huh?
fuck. Go up.
Oh.
Try to kill that guy, but
Huh?
I said we could try to kill that guy, but I don't know. I don't have a lot of faith that we have enough time to do it. There's a merchant shit up here.
Okay.
else to get.
Okay, where you at?
Alright, I'm gonna jump off this.
Okay.
I can't level up my shit anymore. And I got a bunch of those fucking star shards. So, that's just what I can do right now.
Is there a flash there, bro? Oh, okay.
A flat
I can't level up to that. You, what level are you?
9.
So we at least get level 10, right?
Yeah. Look out! Look out! Look out!
Oh my God.
Here comes Morgot. Oh, boy. You wouldn't happen to have any starlight shards, would you?
Huh?
You wouldn't happen to have any starlight shards, would you?
Uh, nah.
Alright. I guess I gotta make do with what we got. What level are you?
Uh, I'm level 10. What level are you?
10.
Uh, what level are you?
I'm 10. This guy's 9.
Yeah, he wasn't following us around.
What?
I said he wasn't following us around.
Uh, having I'm gonna say having a random makes this so much more harder. Especially if they're not playing with you, because
Yeah,
there's so many encounters that that could have been dead and gone 1,000 times quicker if
I
we
don't really.
had
Yeah,
if we had the random there to help fight with us. But it's like throughout the chaos and confusion of trying to kill shit, it takes longer the more time the random has to catch up from fighting some random shit that he was doing. I don't know what the fuck he was doing. It's like unless there's some shit, I don't think there is because he's playing the Guardian. Unless there's some very special thing that a character needs to go out their way to go grab something, uh, everybody should be playing
yeah,
together.
yep. Why? I swear to God, every fucking time. Oh, oh,
I got him. Never mind, he's on me. Okay, he's on you.
oh, oh.
I should be fine. Oh,
Oh, goddamn. Oh, shit. Oh, that's bullshit. I didn't even see what. Fuck. You got me, son?
Yeah, I got you. There goes Helen. He's on me. Ow. Are you serious right now, dude? Thank you.
Oh, my God. Okay. Oh, my God. I was trying to get him up.
Come here, come here.
Fuck. That guy's about to go down again. Fuck, he went down. Gonna save me.
I have no fucking spirits. What the fuck?
Yeah. No, I feel like we let you down. Sorry, son. We let you down.
Shit.
Man, I have no way to get it. People well because I don't have that kind of extra long distance shit to do. And every time I went to get him up, I was kind of stuck in between.
That was the closest we ever got, though. Aren't you happy that we're at least doing better, even if we didn't get past it?
Yeah.
That was the closest we ever got. He was so close to dying. He just had like a little bit of health left. Just I'd say we did pretty. I think we did pretty well based off of the cards they gave us because they didn't give us any holy shit. Did you have any holy weapons?
Yeah. I mean, yeah, that's what I was saying. I was trying to say to you earlier that it seems to me that if we just, it seems to me if we just, yeah, it seems to me if we just focus on getting a higher level. I mean, it'd be nice if some holy shit would drop, but
At first, we got so unlucky. So I figured out how I did study and I figured out how the mines work a little bit better. So now
mhm.
I understand how to find the trolls a little easier. But it is so when it comes to getting the trolls and upgrading our weapons, in the long later on, it should be easier for us to get what we need and not take us as long or waste our time just not getting anything, which is what was happening last time because I didn't understand how the mines worked. But now that I understand like the pathways and the directions, um, the same mines they look like the same mine spawn. Um, and if they don't, at least I'm familiar enough with them now to understand how they work, right? So I also kind of felt like I don't know, like when we went to the castle, do you feel like that was a waste of time?
No, I
Because that boss
got a level 10.
we fought,
Oh, but isn't there bosses throughout the castle though? I mean, we just focus
yeah,
on.
yeah, there is, but the sewer boss is supposed to be the easiest one.
Yeah, but if we go on day two, I mean, what? I mean, should we?
That was day two.
You said a sewer boss. You mean the one at the bottom?
Yeah,
Yeah, but why aren't we also doing the ones at the top?
you said the ones at the top are harder.
Yeah, but we were like level 9. You don't think we should?
Uh,
It's probably you don't think it was worth. I mean, what do they drop?
We barely survived the weakest boss in the castle.
Then what? Then what's the alternative?
uh, I don't know. I mean, how much runes did it net us? Was it worth it?
Huh?
That's what I'm asking. Is it worth? Was it worth it?
I kind of felt like that was the best run we've ever had.
I mean, I felt like in terms of our efficiency, yes, but in terms of our luck, I couldn't have gotten any unluckier.
Yeah, but
um,
it didn't matter because I think we had six flasks. We were at high level, right? And I
yeah.
I, I got me some legendary weapons.
So, oh shit. I'm so sorry. I should have told you this. Um, so I made the decision to keep the starting seal that I have, even though it's fucking useless at the
The
beginning.
what seal?
The starting seal that I have, I it's useless at the beginning because it doesn't really matter at the beginning, but at the end, it's almost integral, and because I can heal you if you come near me. I can heal you, but I have to be within a certain radius. So if you need healing and the boss isn't on you, you could come to me and I could try to
Oh,
heal you. I'm so sorry. I should have mentioned that. And another thing I also forgot to mention is I have one of those, those treasure things that we get at the end. They have like different bonuses and stuff.
yeah.
One of the bonuses that I have is if I'm near teammates and I use my flask, it heals you.
Wow.
I should have mentioned. I'm sorry. I should have mentioned that
That's all
earlier.
right. Well, I mean, it's good you mentioned it now. That's good.
Yeah, because I don't use my flasks a lot because well, you know, I kind of let my shit fight for me, and most of my attacks are ranged. So it's kind of like anytime I do attack, I'm kind of at a distance, and if I'm trying to get like a boss is distracted or something, I'll just summon one. I summon Sebastian, who's the skeleton. Um, but I was a little frustrated at the end because when I the first time that you guys went down, I was using my summons to help pick you guys up, and my summons were doing just fine. But the minute at the very end, where the boss was like the lowest health, and both of you guys went down, my summons weren't doing shit.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
because
saying?
that one summon came to get us up, but I think because I think those summon the one that helps you get up is good when you got the first section down. Like say you go down one the first time, and then all he has to do is just hit you a few times to get up. But then when you got like three, because you have three sections to hit.
Yeah.
If you got three sections, it just does one section and that's it, right?
Yeah.
So and if the enemies targeted, it stops. It don't really that one is it didn't really do much. It didn't really help us at all. Uh,
But I was also gonna say, now I don't know if this is something that you actually want to do because it might just be strategy based. Like very dependent on what exactly is happening. But I was thinking there are certain ways that we could utilize my ultimate. So my ultimate is if you guys go down, it instantly picks you up. Um, I mean, you might have seen that happen. Sometimes I'll hold on to it just in case there's about to be a team wipe. But my ultimate also works where for like 15 seconds or so, we get a buff where you're basically unkillable. Like it's you can still take damage and your health will still go down, but you won't die though for like 15 seconds at least, right? And I was saying that if you think if I activate my ultimate and you're up to attack, and you think you're gonna die again, then you might as well just go for broke and try to do as much damage as you possibly can before you go down. because at least if you just be reckless and just constantly try to attack, and you know that you're probably going to go down, at least within those 15 seconds, you can't die. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now, I would prefer you know it where nobody goes down and we're able to get back to full health. But if you're to, I'm just saying, like, if you think you're gonna die and it's not, and it's more likely you're gonna die and there's no way you can really get out of it, then you might as well just go for broke. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I know what you're saying. The only problem is that we can't communicate that to the third guy. And
Well, you have to
I hate for you to
have another thing
waste
here.
that just on one guy when the other guy is not being aggressive. Um, because one thing about that buff thing, uh, it's only beneficial if you're fighting monsters that are not running away from you. You know, you know what I'm saying? Like these fucking dogs. That's one thing I don't like about this dog. I can't wait till we finish beating this motherfucker because I hate this dog because they just run away. And there was a time when I used my super. I
Yeah,
keep calling it super, but I know it's called ultimate. But I used it, and the fucking thing moved. It ran away. I was
yeah.
like, that kind of shit just pissed me off. And then it's so I got better at surviving the split thing because what I they don't it don't do as like one dog though doesn't do as much damage. It only does damage if they three gang up on you. And so what I started doing is I started blocking, right? Like doing that phase, I almost do. I mean, I block and then I swing. And sometimes they just kind of stand there. I don't know what the fuck they're doing, but they just kind of stand right next to you, not really attacking or anything. But when it's just one three-headed dog, that thing constantly seems like it's moving, right? I just and then it does that swing thing with the chain, whatever. And I don't know if I can it be blocked? I don't know if it can be blocked or not. You
Uh,
know,
all physical attacks should be able to be blocked, but I just don't know how much stamina damage is going to do, because you can technically block something that could break your guard, but it won't damage you. But the problem is you're stunned. It stuns you if your guard gets broken.
and that's preferable to uh, well, I mean
Yeah.
that to me that's preferable to uh, just get hit. I mean, because you get hit, it takes half your health. You know, I'm thinking if it breaks my guard and maybe it won't do as much. I don't know. We'll see.
Yeah. Do you see shields out there?
Say what?
Like when we were playing, do you see shields?
Like yeah, I see some. I see some, but uh, I mean we been moving so fast that I just be focused mostly on weapons. Cause I'm just now learning how to do the weapons, right?
Yeah.
And the other thing is, if I can find some holy grease for my weapon, you know, I don't
Oh
ever seem
yeah.
to find any of that. I don't know where that shit is because then I won't need no necessarily find a weapon that has. I mean, cause I think it's. I have, don't, can you put holy grease on everything? Any weapon?
You can put it on some things, not everything. Um. Oh, isn't I didn't want to call him out, but this is just what you get when you play with randoms. Is the guy playing Guardian? I was just watching a Vadi video talking about fit. It was like what fit 50 secrets about Night Rain, Night Farers or some shit. So there wasn't for most of them. There wasn't anything that he said for like Revenant or anything that I didn't already know. But there was some shit about Wilder that he said that he said Wilder's movements are actually kind of crazy. He's saying so there for certain characters, Wilder included, depending on what weapon type you're using, he has a special move set. So he was talking about for Wilder, if he's using a greatsword, he has a very specific move set to his greatsword that is unique to him.
Mm-hmm.
No, anybody else uses a greatsword, it doesn't work. So like when you dodging, there's certain attacks that he does when he dodges. And there's like certain heavy attacks that he can do. It's like very unique. And it's also talking about how you can actually use your ultimate in the air. So like if you jump on top of like over a boss or something, you could actually use your ultimate in the air and hit him in the head.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Um, yeah. And then he was talking about how Raider, Duchess, and Iron Eye also have unique weapon skills for their specific weapons. And Guardian. Guardians for halberds, like he has a special move set for halberds. Um, Raider for colossal weapons and great axes, he has a special move set. For Duchess, she has a special move set with daggers, and for Iron Eye, he has a special move set for bows. Right. Um, he also said that Guardian uh, is basically the tank, right? Now he was saying that he has a special passive that he says less of a passive, is more of like a skill that he can actually do. Where he has a very special guard, where as long as he has stamina, he basically has infinite guard. So it slowly drains your stamina, but anything that hits you, he could basically guard anything, right? So when I saw that, and we had a guardian, that guy that we just played with was a guardian. He wasn't using his shield at all, and he was saying that guardian's shield is so powerful that you pretty much don't even want to switch off of it. And he was saying it's so powerful that it's basically more important than his weapon because he could pretty much guard anything, right? And it was just making me annoyed how this guy is up in the boss's face all this time, and he could have survived a lot of shit if he just guarded, but he didn't. He was dual wielding like halberds and shit. I don't know why he was doing that, right? But I saw that and it's like, well, it wasn't even worth mentioning because it's not like I could talk to the guy, right? But it's like he, I was saying this is just what you get with randoms is when you have somebody who's not playing their character correctly, it kind of hurts you because that guy is a tank. He could have gotten the aggro of the boss most of the time, allowing us to wail on him while he guarded everything,
You talking about
and
the
he
guy we
didn't
played
do
yesterday?
that.
Somebody
No,
we played with yesterday?
the guy we just played with, we probably we could have potentially have beaten that boss if he did his job, but he didn't do his job. What his job is to get the attention of the boss and guard everything. He can literally guard everything. I saw it. Vadi was showing it. The Guardian's passive ability allows him to block everything as long as he has stamina. And he was saying the skill to it is you basically have to know when to take your shield down so you can let your stamina come back. Because when he puts that shield up, his shield does not come down. Like it's impossible to break his guard. So he was saying he's the tank of the team. What you have to do? He said both executor and if you're skilled enough, executor if you're skilled enough, and guardian are kind of like the tanks of the team because they're the ones that have the defensive skills, right? So guardian is when he puts his shield up, as long as he has stamina to consume, his shield cannot be broken. Like you cannot break his shield at all, right? And if he's good enough to maintain his stamina, he's basically has invincible like guard, right? Elemental damage could still hurt him a little bit, but if it's anything physical, he's pretty much invincible, right? Um, and same thing with Executor. Executor is even better if you know how to parry, if you could time your parries, right? He said Executor could quite literally deflect everything. Like if it's a fire blast, he could deflect it. If it's an explosion, he could deflect it. If it's like a melee attack, he could deflect it. If it's a range attack, he could deflect it. He can literally deflect anything, right? So he said for those two characters, if your team needs somebody to tank, or grab the attention of a boss, those two characters, if the players are playing them correctly, are basically invincible. And that's why I was getting frustrated with that random, because he wasn't playing Guardian the way you were supposed to play Guardian at all. He was playing Guardian like he was Wilder or Raider.
Yeah.
So Wilder and Raider are like your boss staggerers. Like they fuck the bosses up by like staggering them. Because Wilder has that cannon arm thing that he has, and Raider has that giant pillar that could explode the area, right? And it does a lot of damage, right? But he also has a lot of stagger potential. Raider has a lot of stagger potential because he's proficient with those big ass weapons that do a lot of stagger damage, and he also his ability is he shrugs off enemy attacks. And if it's an enemy attack that would stagger him, he does like a really big punch, and it knocks the enemy down, right? So him and Wilder are kind of like the same kind of him and Wilder are kind of like the same kind of character, where they basically just are their whole character is basically to knock shit down, right? So you can fuck it up, right? Guardian and Executor's character are kind of like your tank enforcer kind of characters, where their whole thing is defense, right? Uh, and he was talking about how Executor's ultimate, where he turns into the big monster, it completely heals him back to full health, also increasing his health bar. Um, and that's kind of seems more like an ad clearing kind of thing, less of an actual thing that you do to fight a boss. Because it's not great. I was looking at it wasn't that great when it came to fighting bosses because his hitbox gets so much more increased. It's way easier to get hit, and yes, you can die in that form. Um, and it also makes it so he can't actually activate any defensive shit. But he was saying, unlike Guardian, where he basically has a way to just negate all damage and shit, Executor also has high like potency for status effects. So when it comes to like poison, frost buildup, or bleed buildup, Executor has really high bleed buildup. So he could like bleed enemies a lot, right? And he could do a lot of damage, right? But he was saying that if Executor uses his deflect, he can't do it because it's it causes you to sacrifice. It gives you some bonuses like being able to deflect, which does negate all damage, um, but it also gives you increased stamina regen while you're in that stance to deflect shit. But the sacrifice is you can't do status effects, and you also your movement speed is significantly decreased, right? So he was saying if you have a player who's skilled enough to know when to pull out the deflect, you basically Ezekiel is basically invincible. Like there's nothing you could do to take him down, right? If he can get if he's a skilled enough player to get all the deflects, right? Because he can block like once or twice, depending on how much stamina he has. So he could basically miss like one or two parries. But if he can constantly just parry, he's basically invincible. There's nothing you can really do, right? And he was saying the same thing with Guardian. If Guardian player knows when to take their shield down and when to put their shield up, they're basically invincible, right? Um, So those are the two characters that you want to grab aggro for the boss, because those are the characters that can basically just survive, right? They can survive the boss, right? But so like you have, if you have a raider or a wilder, they want to focus on knocking the boss down because those are your two heavy hitter guys for stagger damage. If you have a support like recluse or revenant, they want to focus on popping. Well, I mean, I would say recluse has that heal shit, so you can heal. But Revenant can also make you invincible for a little bit, and she can also automatically revive you. And then Duchess is also a support, but not in the support sense of like she can automatically revive you like Revenant or give you heals like Recluse. She's more of like a, she can make you invisible, um, and she can also make herself invisible, and that also allows her to be able to go and safely pick up people if they go down. So those three are kind of like your support characters. Guardian and Executor are kind of like your tank slash grab the aggro characters, and Raider and Wilder are like your heavy hitters, knock them down, so you can fuck them up characters. Oh, and Iron Eye is also kind of similar to Duchess, where he can kind of safely pick up enemy teammates one by one. But he's all, because he's all, but he's purely range focused as well. So like I would say the term, uh, I don't know. I mean, I think Duchess and Raider are probably the two characters who I like, right? You're right.
Oh yeah, yeah. I was just listening to you.
But man, if so, that's another problem. Is people not playing their characters how they should be. It's the each character is a job, right? And I'm also at fault of that because I wasn't being as supportive as I could have been, right? But it's also like you just said, it's also difficult because the type of support skills that I have requires communication. Because like if I notice that you're open for me to heal you, I could say that, or you could say that to me that hey, I need healed, right? I can heal you, right? Well, provided that I have magic, I can't actually heal unless I have magic. But it's that's communication. It's like how you do that with a random. How is a random supposed to tell me, "Hey, motherfucker, I need healing," right? Or how am I supposed to say like, "Hey, I can heal you," right? To a random. Another thing is if a random's not doing what they're supposed to be doing, either because they don't know what they're doing, like they're still trying to figure the game out or whatever, or if a random is just I don't know, fucking around or some shit, not going where they're supposed to be going or something like that. Um, how do you communicate that to them, right? Because like if like the guy, he obviously recognized that I was putting down markers of where to go, and I'm assuming that most players are intelligent enough to figure out that you and I are playing with each other. Because you and I were going to the exact same place every time. So it's clear that you and I are definitely grouped up. Um, which does whatever. There has been times where we've played with people who are trying to take charge as far as to where they wanted to go. But like that there was a time that we played with an Iron Eye, and he wanted to go to shit that was fucking ridiculous. Like, can I come over?
Say what? What you say?
Can I come over?
Yeah, come on. Go ahead. So, what I was saying is there was time. Oh, turn that fan on. Okay. And open that door.
there was times where you play with players who were trying. What?
Let me see.
Can we just?
Yes.
There was times when we were trying to play with players who were trying to take charge, but they're kind of forced to to be a follower because you know we had numbers,
Yeah.
right? So it's like you can't command either person to go where you want to go. Then whoever that is has to be a follower, right? Unless they're just going to get stuck out there by themselves, right? But that happened in the last what 3 games or so. Oh, there was something.
Did you just bring that in?
Yeah, it's about that. That happened with the last 3 games or so, where there was some dude who wasn't really moving with us, right?
Well, you know, like the last game we played before this,
Yeah.
that was the worst place because and he kept going down, and I wasn't getting any of the shit, and I was having trouble keeping up with you. I mean, you were so far ahead of me. You know, you were like you were so gone, right? You know, and at some point I just started kind of figuring, well, I just need to know where the mark is. I mean, where to go. I need to see where the mark is, right? You know, but what what uh what I really need, uh, like, so I hear what you're saying. I just think, go ahead. You were talking.
Yeah, I was just saying. It's like I think we could have won. I think we could have won that fight. You know, if we had if that guardian guy was doing what he was supposed to be doing, I think we could have won, right?
Yeah,
Because I think he was decent enough player to do it to get what he needed to get. But I think what made it overly difficult is he's not playing his character like he needs to be playing his character, right? And I'm seeing that's the issue with most people. It seems like anytime we get an Iron Eye, the Iron Eye plays like an Iron Eye because the Iron Eye is forced to, right? You can't play any other way with Iron Eye. So the only thing that motherfucker can use is a fucking bow, right? You know, and so when you're a bow guy who can only use a bow, well then you have no other option, right? But the problem with guys like a Guardian, who Guardian could use a lot of shit, right? He could any weapon he could pretty much use. But the problem is if because there's some people who have options and there's some people who don't. Like if you're Revenant, you really can't melee. There's not that's not an option, right? Like maybe at the really beginning, melee actually does something. At the end, that melee does nothing,
yeah,
right? Her melee is garbage,
yeah,
right? Um, and it's like I got but the best way I could do damage is spells, right? That's it. That's all I can really do is spells, right? I can't use a fucking sword or a spear or anything. You know what I mean? It's like I could probably use a faith-based weapon, you know, like coated sword